have all of you check in and listen to some of my thoughts. So today, I would like to talk about origin of different thoughts coming out of the media. And I would like for us to think about it in the respect or from the perspective of what you are seeing after the book print of Harry and Meghan's feature, their docuseries, and the book that has been published. It's definitely hit the world by storm. I would like for us to sometimes maybe take a look at how the media is attempting to portray this, or how they're trying to reinterpret what the author had or what his intentions were. It's interesting to me. It helps you to sort of pick through sometimes what exactly might be going on in the background. I don't know if any of you are in my age group or not, but I always love to remember old commercials. When I was a kid, I used to enjoy watching television and looking at some of the commercials on TV. And all of the commercials back then used to have songs that went along with them, jingles, things that would get stuck in your head, and you would find yourself singing them anytime. And like an example was the song for Oscar Mayer was, oh, if I had an Oscar Mayer wiener, things like that. And it was a song that went along with that. And every kid knew that song on the playground, right? When we were little. You see, this is the power of advertising. This is the power of ads targeted towards specific people. We all knew how to spell BOLOGNA because it was part of a song, right? Then there was, of course, Coke, one of the all-time favorite songs, right? I'd like to teach the world to sing. Oh my goodness. In perfect harmony. Do you all remember that? So that was to sell Coca-Cola, right? But yet, as kids, we were all singing this song all day long. Now, the reason I'm talking about that is put that in the back of your mind. Now let's look at what the media is doing as they tell us how we are supposed to feel about Harry and Meghan's docuseries and Harry's memoir. So I'm supposed to turn on the television and watch people explain to me why I should be upset, why I should be angry. I should be angry that Harry had the nerve to write a memoir and talk about himself and his family. I should be mad. And it is remarkable. Just like those jingles that we would repeat as kids, I am fascinated by the fact that you have an entire population of people on radio and television being interviewed with a mic in their mouth saying, I just don't think it's right that he's doing this. I just don't think it's fair to his family. And I'm looking at these folks and my mind is exploding. Completely exploding. That you, as an adult, somehow feel that what these folks who are talking to you from a television camera, who get paid to say what they say, who specifically are owned by the people that tell them what they can and cannot say. And these are the folks that you feel you need to agree with or disagree. It's like, it's remarkable. And the same person will contradict themselves in mid-sentence. I'll give you an example. One of my favorite examples is from Harry's book. His description of what happens or how he was made to feel like he was always receiving less than. All right? This is a typical statement from any kid in a family that has brothers and sisters older than them. That next kid always feels like, well, why do I have to get the second piece or the less or the smaller, right? That's every kid. However, when you flip on the television, the media is saying this. How dare he? How dare he grow up in such privilege? And that he feels he should have had the same thing that his older brother had. How awful of him to feel this way. And how dare he speak about it? Now, I ask you, are you insane? I mean, just think about that. That the person speaking to you is actually trying to make you, listen carefully, make you angry that a younger sibling told you, well, gee, I used to always feel bad because my older brother got more, bigger, faster than I did. I felt bad about that. It made me feel like less than. I always thought it wasn't fair. And somehow these quasi programs that are supposed to be providing you information about something, that they actually spend their time with their head thrown back. Ha 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 ha, he, how dare he complain that he received less than someone. I mean, is this not the typical, absolutely, commonly said thing by younger brothers and sisters? And don't they all grow up and realize, well, gee, I was the youngest kid, so no wonder mom and dad had to, figure it out. And they didn't figure it out until they got to me, right? What is wrong with your media? I mean, just think about it. What is going on in your world, in our world? You really need to think about that. What is going on where the news story or the talk show story or the media program is spending a half an hour marching people onto their set to say, how dare a child, listen to this, a child, how dare a child complain in the way that a child would normally complain? Now just take a moment, y'all. Think about that, okay? And you will see with your own eyes that there is really something wrong with these people trying to make you believe that you ought to hate this man for telling his story. I want you all to comfortably rest in that. And hopefully next time, I want y'all to check out my next video, and I'll talk a little bit about things being from Miss Doria's perspective. Take it easy, and remember, keep it all for success.